UTMB Health, working together to work wonders.
It is now an honor for me to recognize the 2013 Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award winners. The Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award is the highest honor bestowed by the School of Medicine. Our honorees received a replica of Old Red at a special ceremony we held last night. Today, they will be receiving medallions that bear the likeness of Ashbel Smith, and if you look in your programs, you'll see biographies of this year's award winners. The first honoree to receive this award, Dr. Clarence Agres, unfortunately could not be here today. Dr. Agres graduated second in his class from the UTMB School of Medicine in 1937. He served in World War II as a major in the U.S. Army. During his residency with pioneer cardiologist Dr. Myron Princemetal, Dr. Agres was introduced to his first patient, newspaper publisher William Randolph Hearst, and throughout his career provided care to many Hollywood VIPs. Dr. Agres founded the Cedars-Sinai Department of Cardiology in Los Angeles, and he co-authored an article on the first chemical test used to detect heart attacks. He also received a citation from Vice President Hubert Humphrey for developing the vibrocardiogram that was worn by Neil Armstrong when he walked on the moon. Among his numerous contributions to the profession, Dr. Agres hopes to be remembered for his pioneering work on clot busting in 1952. We are so proud to count Dr. Agres as one of our own. Our next honoree is receiving the award posthumously. Dr. Lonnie Burnett, class of 1953, passed away on April 3rd, 2012. After starting a fellowship in internal medicine at the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Burnett was called back into service during the Korean War, having previously served as a naval cadet during World War II. In 1957, Dr. Burnett began his training in OBGYN at Johns Hopkins, where he remained as a faculty member and helped pioneer sex change operations and in vitro fertilization with his colleagues. During his distinguished career, Dr. Burnett helped to build the obstetrics and gynecology department at Vanderbilt. In 2005, he and his wife endowed the Betty and Lonnie S. Burnett Chair. It was said that this was his greatest honor. The chair is serving as an additional funding source for programs and research efforts and salary support for faculty members. Dr. Burnett loved teaching students and touched the lives of many as a teacher, mentor, and friend, and he was an exemplar of medical excellence. We remember Dr. Burnett with profound gratitude, and it is my sincere pleasure to recognize him today with his alumni martyrs, his alma mater's highest commendation. Our third Ashbel Smith honoree today is Dr. Deepak Shrivastava, a member of the class of 1990. Dr. Shrivastava is the youngest family director and a senior investigator at the Gladstone Institute of Cardiovascular Disease, and he also directs the Roddenberry Stem Cell Center at Gladstone. Dr. Shrivastava is also a professor in the departments of pediatrics and biochemistry and biophysics, and he's the Wilman Adeline Parag Distinguished Professor in Pediatric Developmental Cardiology at the University of California, San Francisco. Dr. Shrivastava grew up in Galveston, and his parents still reside here. And in fact, his father, Dr. Satish Shrivastava, has been a UTMB faculty member since 1974. Deepak completed his residency in the Department of Pediatrics at UCSF and a fellowship in pediatric cardiology at the Children's Hospital of Harvard Medical School. He then served a postdoctoral fellowship at the MD Anderson Cancer Center before joining the faculty at the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center. Dr. Shrivastava was also elected to the American Society for Clinical Investigation, the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and the American Association for the Advancement of Science. These are some of our highest honors. He's a physician scientist who has made many seminal contributions to our understanding of heart disease. It is my pleasure then to present the Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumnus Award to Dr. Deepak Shrivastava. Dr. Shrivastava, will you come up, please? Let's go over here and get our picture. Our final Ashbel Smith honoree, Dr. Patrick Walker, graduated from UTMB in 1981. He remained at UTMB for his surgical training and worked in the laboratories of Dr. James Thompson and Dr. Courtney Townsend in our Department of Surgery. Dr. Walker was chosen outstanding resident at UTMB. While a chief resident in surgery, he wrote a grant to the Texas Department of Health for primary health care in Crockett and Houston County for $350,000. This grant was renewed for 20 years thereafter, totaling almost $5 million in support for the indigent health care that was delivered to Houston County members. In 1986, Dr. Walker returned to his hometown of Crockett, Texas, where he continues to practice surgery this day and has continued also to be very active in the community. Dr. Walker has served as Chief of Staff and Chief of Surgery at the Houston County Hospital, East Texas Medical Center in Crockett, and he's also served on the Houston County Hospital Board of Directors for over 20 years. He teaches medical students from the University of North Texas School of Health Sciences and trains residents from the Texas A&M Family Practice Residency. Dr. Walker and others established the C.O. Murray Clinic 5 years ago. This clinic provides free medical and dental care to the uninsured population of Houston County. Dr. Walker has also been an active member of the TMA, the Texas Surgical Society, and the American College of Surgeons. He was president of the South Texas chapter of the American College of Surgeons for 2 years, and he served as the director of the American Board of Surgery since 2006, which is a very high honor. Lastly, Dr. Walker has been on the development board of the UTMB Health Center for 12 years and is vice chair of our academics committee. Dr. Walker, will you please come forward? So now, please join me in congratulating all of our Ashbel Smith Distinguished Alumni recipients.